Shabbat Shalom. This coming week we read the Torah portion of Bo, and it includes a few different things. But I'd like to speak about the ninth plague, the plague of darkness. It is, I would say, the most curious of the 10 plagues. Why? First of all, darkness is by far the easiest plague to explain naturally. There was some sort of solar eclipse that happened that created darkness in the land of Egypt that was unseen before. And remember, the sun was a god of sorts to them, so anything that blotted that out would have been dealt as supernatural and awesome in a way that they couldn't possibly imagine. But if we look at the text, it's very clear to us that this was a different kind of darkness, not an eclipse. The text tells us that the darkness was tangible, vayamesh choshech, that literally it could be touched. Perhaps the explanation is there was stuff, particles, sand, stone in the air that allowed them to touch the darkness. But the Midrash asks the question, why is it that the Egyptians did nothing about the darkness? You can't do a whole lot when there are swarms of locusts around you. But you can light a candle and create light amidst the darkness. So I think what we are forced to see is that the plague of darkness, while might have had a literal element, that there's a much bigger metaphorical element to this plague that is going on. What is darkness? What is tangible darkness? Tangible darkness is the kind of thing that can overwhelm us to the point where it can prevent us from seeing something or doing something that otherwise we would normally intuitively see and do. Perhaps in this instance, the darkness was the one that covered the hearts of the average Egyptians and blinded them to the suffering of the children of Israel. Think about it for a second. How often, in modern times in our own lives, do we allow a little bit of darkness to blind us to something that needs attention, that needs help, that needs somehow, in some way, our action? And yet, there's a darkness that blinds us to seeing that. It's not an easy thing to get rid of. And in fact, as the text tells us, if this darkness is truly tangible, it's hard to get rid of. But I think the hope comes from the fact that light is so powerful that even if I don't share my light, other people can see it just by being next to me. And that fact, I think, ensures that light will triumph over darkness. Shabbat Shalom.